In 2007, my mom lost an 8-month battle to cancer. It felt like an unfair outcome for a 47-year-old woman who was generous and faithful to God. That's been 10 years now. Last week, my stepmom almost lost her life. Thankfully, she survived and she is on the road to recovery. Through the process, not only me, but my entire family could see God's fingerprints all over her situation. So that leaves the question, why did God not show the same mercies to my mom that he showed to my stepmom? Why did he not cure her of her cancer so that she could stay with us? Well, the reality is, even if he had, eventually she would still die. And so will you and I. The real question I think that we all have isn't why her or why now. The real question is why ever? Why death? I learned at an early age that as a punishment for Adam and Eve's sin, we lost our right to live forever and we became mortal. That seems like a really harsh punishment for all of mankind to serve for the actions of two people, and this from a loving God. But the truth is, God banishing all of us from eternal life on this earth was not a punishment. It was an act of mercy. You see, it was never God's intention for us to live eternally in a world that's broken with evil and pain and suffering. God's plan was for our forever to be one of joy and peace and laughter and love. But his plan also included our ability to choose those things with free will. So when Adam and Eve freely chose to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil against God's advice, they gave up that ideal existence. Once in the know of evil, they experienced it, and they experienced the consequences of it. Thankfully, as an act of mercy, God offers us an end to this life that's riddled with pain and strife. He still offers us an opportunity for that perfect eternity after this life. Yet again, the offer is an exercise of free will. Only this time we all get to choose. So the next time you're thinking, I can't deal with this anymore. Why is life so hard? And we all experience that. It's real. Just be thankful that by the grace of God, this isn't forever. And when this ends, you have the opportunity to take all the good and leave behind all the bad. And without death, that wouldn't be possible.